Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily.
Shalom, Israel. This is Officer Warrior Olive of the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, home of the truth. And today, we're going to be crushing some more lies, man. Breaking down some scriptures. Today's topic is going to be on coming out of America, man. Like, the Lord wants us to separate from this wicked place, man. And we're just going to bring it out in the scripture, in the spirit of the Most High in Christ. And to do that, we're going to start out in Deuteronomy chapter 28. And starting at verse 64. All right, Deuteronomy 28 and verse 64 says, "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." All right, and so just to give the background on this, this is Moses bringing the children of Israel out of Egypt, up under Pharaoh. All right, and the Lord has given us some promises, man. So part of this agreement that we're making with the Lord, this blood covenant that we're making with the Lord. In verse 15 of this same chapter, it says, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee." All right, and so, like, in my opinion, one of the worst curses that have come on us, after all of these, from verse 15 all the way down to 64, is telling the curses that are going to come on so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, so-called West Indian and Native Indian brothers and sisters. And of all of them, this is one of the worst ones, man. It incorporates all the different evil things that happen to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And that's here in verse 64. "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from the one end of the earth even unto the other." Brothers and sisters, this is a curse. It's a punishment from the creator of the earth, Yahweh in the Hebrew, putting it on his children, his people, the Israelites, so-called Israelites. You understand? Not so-called Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the Israelites. You understand? Like, the Lord put this curse on us, and the worst one is making us serve our enemies, making us be up under the rest of these nations, man, because they have taught us lies, man, because they have taught us Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that, man. And so this is one of the worst ones, man, causing us to go and to make the Lord mad. You understand? All right, so we're gonna move on from here. It says that the Lord scattered us from one among all the people from one end even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Why is that important? Because we serve the same gods as our father. You're supposed to. You understand? A son is not supposed to change the belief of his father. You understand? And the Lord is saying we did that. Our fathers worship the Creator. We worship Buddha. We worship white Jesus, or we worship money, or what have you ever else, man. And the scripture is saying here, we worship wood and stone, man. Islam, Christianity. You know what I mean? So we're going to go on from here, and we're going to get some more. We're going to go from here, and we're going to get Hosea chapter 8. All right? Hosea chapter 8, starting at verse 8. Hosea chapter 8 verse 8 says, "Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein is no pleasure." Okay, so the Lord is saying that we are going to be amongst these other nations, these other people, man, as a vessel that has no pleasure. The Lord ain't taking no pleasure in us because we broke his law, statutes, and commandments, man. We're going to get even more on that and bring it out. You understand? Verse 9 says, for they are gone up to Assyria, a wild ass alone by himself. Ephraim have hired lovers. Yea, though they have hired among the nations, now will I gather them, and they shall sorrow a little for the burden of the king of princes. The Lord said he's going to gather us, brothers and sisters, man, from these other nations, man, where he scattered us, man. He scattered us amongst the whole, around the whole globe. All right, but here it says, yea, though they have hired among the nations, even though we done hired ourselves out, man, made ourselves slaves, man, gave ourselves over, gave our sons, gave our daughters over to these other nations, took on their languages, took on their cultures, their holidays. Yea, though they have hired among the nations, now will I gather them, and they shall sorrow a little for the burden of the king of princes. You see that the Lord said he's going to gather us, man, and get us up out of these other nations where he scattered us, man. But we first have to learn who our power is, learn who we are, man, and change our lives, man, so that the Lord will have mercy on us, man. We're going to go from here to Jeremiah, all right, and bring out on some of these curses that the Lord has put on us, man, why he's upset with Israel, all right? And when I say Israel, of course, I'm talking about so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians. All right, Jeremiah, we're going to go Jeremiah chapter 16 and starting at verse 9. All right, Jeremiah 16 and 9 says, for thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. All right, so that proves right there for all you Christians and fake Israelite groups that think other nations can be saved. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. He is only the God of Israel. Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth, and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom, and the voice of the bride. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? So this is talking about the Israelites. All right? And he's telling Jeremiah to go unto the Israelites and let them know that the Lord is causing happiness and gladness and men getting married and the bridegroom, the voice of the bridegroom to cease from among our people, man, that we're going to be in mourning, man, that we are going to be sorrowful. You understand? All right, and it says, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? What have we done wrong? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord our God? Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, and have served them. Just like it said in Deuteronomy with Moses, man. The Lord said he was going to scatter us among all people, and there we would serve other gods that our fathers did not know, even wood and stone, man. And have forsaken me and have not kept my law, man. You're a Christian pastor telling you that you don't have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that the law is done away with. That's a lie, all right? Verse 12 says, and ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart. Our fathers didn't follow the laws of the Lord, and we doing worse because we going after our own imagination, man. Being entitled to our own opinions and whatnot if you listen to the white man, all right? That's nonsense. The Lord is saying we've done worse than our fathers, but behold, you have walked every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me, that you would not listen to the Lord, man. You don't believe what the brothers on the street and the I.S.U.P.K are telling you, man. Why? Because you want to believe the imagination of your evil heart and will not listen unto the words of the Lord. All right. Therefore will I cast you out of this land into a land that you know not, neither you nor your fathers, and there ye shall serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. And that's why, black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man, it seems like the Lord ain't answering your prayers, because he's not. He's not going to show you no favor. He says the prayers of the unrighteous are an abomination. I'm paraphrasing in the scripture. You know what I mean? So the Lord has said he will not show you favor. Why? Because this is his doing, man. The Lord put us in this position, all right, because we went against the Lord, man. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. All right. So the Lord is saying, again, like we read back in Hosea, that he's going to gather us up, man. And it's not going to be said that the Lord lived that brought the children of Israel out of Egypt anymore, which is the last big thing, you understand? Like it's later going to be said that the Lord gathered us up out of that north country, man. What did it say? The Lord liveth that brought the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands where he had driven them, and will bring them again into their land that I gave their fathers. You understand? So the Lord for sure scattered us, and he for sure put this punishment on us. He for sure put this curse on us, all right? But it's not forever, you know what I mean? Like, we supposed to come back and be guilty, feel sorrowful, you understand? Be thankful for Christ giving his life, man, and making us be able to come back and follow the law, statutes, and commandments again, man, because we should be dead. We should be cut off according to the law, statutes, and commandments. But because of the grace and mercy of the Most High, and for Christ giving his life, man, we got another chance, man. So you should not hate them brothers on the street with beards and braids with the I.S.U.P.K. telling you that you are the number one people in the earth and that you need to change your life, man, because that's the only way we're going to get up out of this hell, man. All right, the Lord is calling us out. All right, we're going to get... we're going to go to Hebrews now. We'll get Hebrews 8:8. Hebrews chapter 8 verse 8 says, For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. All right. This going back to the covenant that he made with Moses with us, with that blood sacrifice. If we kept these laws, what we read in Deuteronomy 15, if we kept these laws, we would live by them, and that we would be a great people, that we would lend and never borrow. But then 15 came along because we broke the Lord's laws. Verse 15 came along where we would serve other gods, even wood and stone, right? Verse 8 is saying, For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Not the whole earth. Israel and Judah, brothers and sisters. Verse 9, Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant. Not the agreement that he made with our fathers, family, bloodline, race. You understand? Because they continued not in my covenant and regarded them not, saith the Lord. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days. The covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. All right? Saith the Lord, I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people. All right? This is how we are going to be a great people. We're going to be the Lord's people the way we were intended to from the beginning, with our fathers' fathers. You understand? And the only way we're going to do that is coming to the school, man. Get in these classes, man. Change your life. You understand, brothers and sisters? We're going to bring out one more scripture, man. A very heavy scripture here in Revelations. All right? We're going to go to Revelations chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Brothers and sisters, let's come out of America in our spirit, man, in our way of life, man, in how we eating and how we sleeping and who we sleeping with and all of that, man. Come into the I.S.U.P.K. free classes Tuesday through Friday evening, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., man. Learn your heritage, change your life. Send in your tithes and your donations to real men of the Lord. You understand? Also remember to check out the radio show with Commanding General YAHANNA every Monday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. on the website, man. We got free classes here in Boynton Beach, Florida at the Boynton Beach Library. Come out free of charge. Change your life, brothers and sisters. And with that, Israel, I'd like to say, Shalom.
Yes, them have the heart of a pagan. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous trod in the countenance of the Almighty One. Them have the heart of demons. The children have the heart of a lion, I know. Evil a move with Satan. Righteous walk in the countenance of the Almighty One. Poor people see hostility rising daily. Ignorant multiply brutality. I see that they run gone left mommy. Fi struggle the hard road with fight beginning. Our I see baby having baby. Nothing that happen no do.